friends and viewers. This is Bharati channel. Today, I will use my loudest voice to declare a truth to the entire world. In this dog-eat-dog world, only interests are eternal. Allies, treaties, democratic values, in front of a barrel of black oil, they are all just paper tigers. Look at New Delhi now. Look at yesterday's historic summit that just concluded. When American aircraft carriers patrol the Bay of Bengal, when Trump's tariff hammer strikes our textile factories, who stands behind India? It's Russia, the country cursed by the Western world. Let's turn back the clock 2 months. August 2025, a month that made Indian businessmen despair. President Trump, on his social media like an enraged king, waved his finger and issued an imperial decree due to India buying Russian oil. I decide to impose an additional 25% punitive tariff on all Indian exports to the US. Added to previous tariffs, our goods entering America now cost 50%. 50%. What does this mean? It means our carpets, our garments, our seafood have lost all competitiveness in the US market. It means thousands of Indian workers will lose their jobs. What was our foreign ministry doing? Issuing meaningless statements. What were our economists doing? Analyzing why the stock market crashed. Everyone was panicking, trembling, asking, "We're finished. India's economy will collapse. America has abandoned us." But has anyone asked why did America do this? Because they're jealous. Because they're afraid. Because they want to suck India dry. American logic is, India, you must buy my expensive oil, you must buy my weapons, you must open your markets for my goods, and you can only be my factory without any ideas of your own. This thinking that treats India as a pawn, as a colony, we've had enough. Just yesterday, December 4, 2025, while American envoys were still chattering about tariffs in New Delhi, an Il-96 aircraft landed at Palam Air Force Base. Vladimir Putin, the man who makes the Western world tremble, has arrived. Did you see that embrace? Prime Minister Modi rushed down the steps and gave Putin a big hug. That wasn't just two leaders meeting. That was two comrades surrounded by the West, shaking hands in desperate times. Welcome, my friend. In this world, only you still treat India as an equal partner. What did the Russians bring? They didn't bring empty promises. They brought oil, endless oil. Data shows Russian oil now accounts for 42% of India's total imports. What does this concept mean? It means nearly half the power for our daily cars and factory machines comes from Russian oil fields. America wants to cut off our energy. Dream on. The Russians said, as long as India needs it, we will supply endlessly. Now, let me do the math for those Indians still crying about tariffs. This calculation might shatter your understanding. Americans curse us, saying we aid the wicked, that we buy Russian oil for huge profits and resell to Europe. Yes, we made money, and we made it righteously. Think about it, how much cheaper is a barrel of Russian oil compared to international markets? $8 to $10 cheaper. Even more, we buy it, process it in Indian refineries into gasoline and diesel, then sell it to whom? To those Europeans who keep saying they want to sanction Russia. British, French, you drive luxury cars enjoying low oil prices, yet call India warmongers. Don't your consciences ache? This is India's wisdom. We use our geographical advantages and refining capacity to conduct the world's greatest arbitrage business. The US Treasury says we made our $16 billion in excess profits. Fine. Even if we did, this money was earned by us taking risks of American sanctions. This money we spend with clear consciences. But smart Indians, we didn't stop there. We don't just want to earn dollars. We want to change the game rules. Do you know what the biggest secret weapon was during Putin's India visit? Rupee settlement. Before we needed dollars to buy oil. Watching the Federal Reserve's faces. Now we tell the Russians we pay in rupees or we pay in yuan. We bypass the dollar. What is this? This is declaring war on dollar hegemony. This is plunging a knife into the heart of the American empire. Though rupee depreciation hurts us a bit, though Russians don't really want rupees, we are trying. We are building a new financial settlement system independent of America. What use is US Treasury Secretary Bessent jumping around? What use is Trump's tweets? As long as our oil tankers sail the seas, as long as our refineries roar, India's economic engine won't stall. And those opposition parties who only know how to shout slogans, you're still asking, why buy Russian weapons? Why rely on Russia? Today, I'll tell you why. Because when we conducted nuclear tests in 1998 and were isolated by the whole world, who didn't abandon us? Russia. Because when we wanted to build S-400 air defense systems and America threatened sanctions, who delivered equipment under pressure? Russia. This time Putin came discussing not just oil but nuclear energy, discussing building new nuclear power plants in Kudankulam, planning to build 6 new units before 2030. Can America provide these? Can Biden, can Trump? They only sell us expensive F-35s, then cut off spare parts supply at critical moments. I know some will curse me. You're Russia's running dog. You're pro-Russian. No! I'm not pro-Russian nor pro-American. I'm just a patriot. I love my country, India, so I hope my country can eat well, drive cars, use cheap electricity. I don't care if this barrel of oil comes from Russia or Saudi Arabia. I don't care if this missile was designed by the Soviet Union or improved by India. I only care, can it protect our borders? Can it let our common people live good lives? America punishes us with tariffs. Russia supports us with oil. This account, even a 3-year-old can calculate. So I say to New Delhi's decision, make us straighten your backs. Don't fear American threats. In this jungle world, there are only eternal interests, no eternal enemies. Since America wants to impose 50% tariffs, we'll increase Russian oil imports by another percentage point. Since America wants to block us, we'll join hands with Russia, with China, with all countries willing to do business with us to build a brand new multipolar world. Finally, I want to end today's commentary with one sentence. In this hungry world, morality is a luxury, but oil is hard currency. I am Bharati. For India's rise, we will never bow. My friends, see you next time.